It's in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense takes the field. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got. Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off and the back gets a quick 10. Easy, you know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Now on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Hebert. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Orange will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways get him involved.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Terry. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they...
Touchdown, Iowa State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air. It's Hebert. Looking deep. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not...
Turning it on! He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Cyclones will punt this one away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Back to throw, it's Hebert. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Right down the middle. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold it. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Mitchell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. To the air, it's Hebert. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. Spin, still running. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. That's caught. It's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They get to him as he throws.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Back to throw, it's Hebert. Unloads to the right. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terry. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll leave it with him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage the... Bringing it back. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time.
82 Monster Indy.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. With the catch, it's Mitchell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Barres. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Orange.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. On the ground, it's Terry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a